And contrary to popular belief, we are going to be a nation of priests. At one time, the priesthood rested on the head of Aaron and the Levites, but now the priesthood was changed once Yahushua came on the scene. Once the temple was rent, the priesthood was changed. The law of sacrifice was changed. So now we are all going to become a nation of priests. So it's not just going to be one priest, or it's not going to be just one tribe of priests. It's going to be a whole nation of priests. And the word for priest in the Hebrew is kahan.
Quiet.
Quiet is shakwat. The word for quiet is shakwat. And then, like another thing, the word for quiet is shakwat. But if you're in a room of brothers and there's like a lot of loud talking, and you want to get brothers' attention, you could say shakwat, or you could say shemai, or listen, or hear.
Remember.
Right, remember. Now the word remember is zakar. We went through the name of Zechariah in the, I believe it was the last series of the shows, and the word Zechariah means the Most High remembers. That's like it's a different word from Tizayawan, which means monument, but it's in the same sense of to remember. The Most High remembers. All right. So the word zakar, or the Hebrew word for the Hebrew word zakar, is the English word remember.
Return.
Right. Return. Now the word for return is shawab. Shawab. That means to return. So basically, like we read earlier in the book of Baruch, the 4th chapter, where it speaks about being returned unto the Most High. I mean, I haven't looked at that particular word return there, but I'm almost positive if you look the word up, it will be shawab. And there's other places in the scriptures where you can look up the word return, and it would have the word shawab there, because the word shawab means to return.
Send.
Send. Now the word send is shalak. All right. Now there's a difference between shalak and salak. Shalak is with a shah, the Hebrew character shah, and salak is with the Hebrew character sa. So to send means shalak. Like if you put a curse on somebody, you could say the Most High in the name of His Son, shalak, or send, and then you could, put whatever curses you're going to put on somebody. And we do put curses on people from time to time. And the reason why we put curses on people from time to time is if they've done us wrong, or whatever the case may be. And if you say we're going off, you're going off. Because Jeremiah used to put curses on Israel. Paul put a curse on Israelites. Matter of fact, at one particular time, the nations were being cursed. You had separate mountains. One mountain, you would have 6 of the tribes, and they would put blessings up. And then on the other side, it would be 6 other tribes, and they would put up curses. So there's nothing wrong with putting up curses on people. All right? And anytime you guys open your mouth against us, the scriptures say what? We will condemn them. This is the heritage of the saints of the Most High. So you better watch who you're talking about, man. You better watch what you're saying, for the Most High jack your ass up. So the word for send in the Hebrew is shalak.
Sheep.
Sheep. Now the word for sheep is kabash. Now in the last lesson, the word we went through was shah, shah for lamb. But now sheep is older. So the Hebrew word for sheep is kabash, which is one of the animals, one of the Most High's favorite animals. Now the nation of Israel is compared to a sheep. That's what the Lord said, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Because the nation of Israel is comparable to sheep. That's where the Lord came as a what? First he came as a lamb, dumb before his shearers. And he shed his blood. But when he comes back, he's going to come back as a lion. Because first and foremost, he conquered death. He conquered the flesh. And when he comes back, he's going to conquer Esau and the other nations. So the word for sheep is kabash. And then Esau, which are the Greeks, the Romans, and the rest of the Edomites, so-called white people, they're compared to in Scripture as the goats. That's what the Lord said when he returns back, he's going to separate the sheep from the goats.
Speak.
Right, speak. Now the word speak is dabar, which the word dabar could either be speak or it could be word. Speak or word. Now sometimes you might read in the scriptures and then you might see the word, I believe the word is Amar, I believe it is. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the word is Amar, which is also like to say or to speak. But the word for speak in the Hebrew is dabar. That's where you get the word from.
Sword.
Right, sword is karab, is it right? Yep, karab. The Hebrew word for sword is karab. All right, and there's two types of swords. There's the scriptures, that's a sword, and there's also the Bible. The Bible is a sword, and there's also an actual physical sword, which you're going to be swinging on our enemies. As it says in Psalms 149th chapter, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, which is a two-edged sword, and a two-edged sword in their hand to execute judgment upon the heathens and punishments upon the nations. So you guys teaching that the Esau and the other nations can be saved, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. That they talking about they're going to put Esau in slavery, and the nations are going into slavery, and they're going to suffer. Anything that they did to us, they're going to suffer. All right? So with that, we're going to close up. That has been another lesson for the lexicon of GMS. And until the next time, I say death to America and shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
QADASH.